The power of silence. Most people think power comes from speaking louder, winning every argument, always having the perfect answer, always proving that they are right. But the Stoics believed something completely different. They believed that true power begins with silence. Not because silence makes you weak, but because silence gives you control. Control over your emotions. Control over your words. Control over your mind. In today's world, everyone wants attention. Everyone wants to be heard. Everyone wants to react instantly. But very few people have mastered the ability to remain silent. And sometimes, the strongest response is no response at all. Think about the strongest person you have ever met. Were they constantly talking? Were they trying to prove themselves every minute? Probably not. Real strength rarely needs to announce itself. A mountain does not tell you it is strong. The ocean does not tell you it is deep. Their presence speaks for them. The same is true for a disciplined mind. The Stoics understood that every unnecessary word costs you energy. Every pointless argument steals your peace. Every emotional reaction gives someone else control over your mind. But silence protects your energy. Silence protects your focus. And silence protects your peace. Imagine someone insults you today. Your first instinct might be to fight back, to prove them wrong, to defend yourself. But ask yourself, what do you really gain? Another argument? More stress? Another restless night thinking about what you should have said? The Stoics refused to become prisoners of other people's opinions. They understood that not every opinion deserves a response. Not every criticism deserves your attention. And not every battle deserves your participation. Because every time you react emotionally, you hand over the keys to your peace. But every time you choose silence, you take those keys back. Silence is not weakness. And release the rest. Silence is confidence. It says, I know who I am. I don't need your approval. I don't need to win this argument. I choose peace instead. That kind of confidence cannot be shaken by opinions, cannot be broken by insults, and cannot be controlled by noise. The moment you stop reacting to everything is the moment your real power begins. Silence is not about saying nothing. It is about refusing to waste your words on things that do not deserve them. Modern life teaches you to avoid discomfort, avoid hard work, avoid difficult conversations, avoid failure, avoid boredom, avoid anything that feels uncomfortable. But the Stoics understood that comfort can make you weak, and controlled discomfort can make you stronger. Take a cold shower. Wake up when you said you would. Exercise when you don't feel like it. Put your phone away. Spend time alone. Do difficult things on purpose. Not because you hate yourself, but because you want to prove that your comfort does not control you. Every time you do something difficult, you build evidence. Evidence that you are stronger than your excuses. One day, you will do everything for the last time. The last time you see someone. The last time you visit a place. The last conversation. The last morning. The last sunset. You do not know when those moments will come. This is not meant to make you afraid. It is meant to wake you up. Because most people live as if they have unlimited time. They waste hours. They delay important conversations. They postpone their dreams. They say, "I'll do it later." But later is not guaranteed. The Stoic uses the awareness of time to live more intentionally, not with panic, but with gratitude. You have today. Use it wisely. Something went wrong. Good. You have an opportunity to practice. Someone rejected you? Good. You have an opportunity to build resilience. You failed? Good. You have learned something. The Stoic does not ask, "Why is this happening to me?" The Stoic asks, "What can this teach me?" The obstacle becomes the lesson. The failure becomes the teacher. The pain becomes the training ground. You cannot control every challenge, but you can decide what that challenge creates inside you. A difficult life does not automatically create a strong person, but facing difficulty with the right mindset can create incredible strength. You do not need to have an opinion about everything. You do not need to join every argument. You do not need to prove that you are the smartest person in the room. Sometimes, wisdom begins with silence. Observe. Listen. Think. Then speak. The more you observe, the more you understand. The more you understand, the less you need to react emotionally. People reveal themselves when you stop interrupting. Situations become clearer when you stop rushing to judge them. Silence is not weakness. Sometimes, silence is self-control. At the end of the day, take a few minutes alone. Ask yourself, what did I do well today? Where did I lose control? What made me angry? What did I learn? What can I improve tomorrow? This simple habit turns your life into a constant process of improvement. You begin to see patterns. You notice your triggers. You understand your weaknesses. And once you understand them, you can begin to change them. A person who never reflects repeats the same mistakes. But a person who studies themselves becomes more powerful every day. The more you need, the more power you give away. If you need constant praise, other people's opinions control you. If you need luxury, money controls you. If you need constant entertainment, boredom controls you. If you need everyone to like you, people control you. The Stoics practiced simplicity, not because they hated pleasure, but because they wanted to prove that they could live without depending on it. The less you need, the freer you become. Learn to enjoy what you have, not because you should stop growing, but because your peace should not depend entirely on what you do not have. Your life will not change because you watched one motivational video. It will change when you begin practicing these ideas, one habit at a time, one decision at a time, one reaction at a time. When you control what you can control, you become calmer. When you pause before reacting, you become wiser. When you welcome discomfort, you become stronger. When you remember that time is limited, you become more intentional. When you turn obstacles into training, you become more resilient. When you speak less and observe more, you become more aware. And when you need less, you become more free. Remember, you do not need to become a different person overnight. You only need to make better choices. Today, then again tomorrow, and again the day after that. Because the person you become is created by what you repeatedly do. So choose your habits carefully. Choose your thoughts carefully. Choose your reactions carefully. And remember, your life is shaped every day by the person you choose to be. Live with intention. Control what you can control, and become stronger. One Stoic habit at a time. One of the greatest lessons the Stoics ever taught is that peace is more valuable than being right. Think about how many hours people waste every week trying to prove a point, trying to change someone's opinion, trying to convince people who have already decided not to listen. Ask yourself, is it really worth it? Every minute you spend fighting unnecessary battles is 1 minute stolen from your own growth. The Stoics understood that your attention is one of the most valuable things you own. Where your attention goes, your life follows. If your attention is always focused on drama, your life becomes dramatic. If your attention is always focused on negativity, your mind becomes negative. But if your attention is focused on wisdom, growth, discipline, and gratitude, your entire life begins to change. Silence protects your attention. It keeps you from becoming distracted by things that do not truly matter. Not every message needs a reply. Not every criticism needs a defense. Not every opinion needs your agreement. Sometimes, the wisest answer is simply a smile and moving forward. Remember, you cannot control how other people behave, but you can control whether you allow their behavior to disturb your peace. That choice belongs to you every single day. The Stoics also believed that solitude is not loneliness, it is training. When you spend time alone, without constant noise, you begin to hear your own thoughts. You begin to understand who you really are. Not who society tells you to be. Not who other people expect you to become. But who you truly are. At your core. That kind of self-awareness is impossible if your life is filled with endless noise. Silence gives you clarity. Clarity gives you direction. And direction gives your life purpose. The quieter your mind becomes, the stronger your decisions become. Because a calm mind sees opportunities, where an anxious mind only sees problems. The world today is louder than ever before. Notifications, opinions, breaking news, arguments, endless distractions. Every day, something is trying to steal your attention. But remember this: your attention is your life. Whatever controls your attention eventually controls your future. That is why the Stoics protected their minds more carefully than anything else. They understood that a peaceful mind creates a powerful life. You don't have to react to every notification. You don't have to answer every criticism. You don't have to explain yourself to people who have already chosen not to understand you. Sometimes, the strongest thing you can do is remain silent and continue moving forward. There is incredible strength in not needing the last word. There is incredible confidence in not needing to prove yourself. And there is incredible freedom in letting go of what you cannot control. Imagine living each day without carrying the weight of other people's opinions. Imagine waking up without feeling the need to impress everyone. Imagine ending every day with a calm mind instead of endless regret. That life is possible, but it begins with one decision. The decision to protect your peace. The decision to control your emotions instead of letting them control you. The decision to choose wisdom over impulse. Remember, silence is not empty. Silence is where clarity is born. Silence is where discipline grows. Silence is where confidence becomes unshakable. And silence is where true strength begins. The next time life invites you into unnecessary conflict, pause, take a deep breath, smile, and ask yourself, is this worth my peace? Most of the time, the answer will be no. Walk away. Protect your energy. Protect your mind. Protect your future. Because every moment you choose silence over anger, peace over pride, and wisdom over reaction, you become stronger than the person you were yesterday. Remember, you don't need a louder voice to become powerful. You need a quieter mind. Master your emotions. Protect your peace. Choose silence. And let your character speak louder than your words ever could.